Namaste and welcome to the special interview with former Nepal national cricket coach Pubudu Dassanayake. He handled Nepali cricket for almost 4 years. Under him, Nepal played T20 World Cup for the first time in 2014 and progressed to Division 1 in World Cricket League. He brought many accolades to Nepali cricket during his stay. He has come to Nepal again, this time for Everest Premier League EPL to handle Fairua Gladiators. We are going to talk to him about upcoming Everest Premier League, Nepali cricket and players, likewise many more. Let's welcome him to the show. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So how is feeling after many years you came here to Nepal?
I'm great feeling after 4 years I'm here. And yeah, looking forward. I was looking forward to come. You know, when I signed with Fairua Gladiators, I was waiting for this month to everything to start. It's my kind of second home, and a lot of memories I left when I left in 2016. So happy to be here.
So welcome again to your second home, and we are so blessed to have you here. And my first question, and many people wants to know about what brought you here this time again.
So I left USA cricket in last July. And then I went back home to Toronto, and I was doing small assignments, and then that time I was contacted by the EPL and then the Fairua Gladiators, and they offered me to be the head coach of that team. Since that I have time, and looking at the younger group that Fairua Gladiators have, I thought I can make an impact to that team.
So you're happy?
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy to be part of this group.
So big names like Chris Gayle, Jonas Smith, Hasim Amla are coming for this tournament. So how you have taken this tournament?
It's going to be a very good tournament because every team has big names, big players. But I always say, like, Nepal is a different conditions. It's not easy conditions to anyone to come new and perform. But I'm sure these big players will have the experience to handle it. But we also have, like, a good bunch of foreign players, plus a young group of national players, 5 national players from Nepal team, plus the other other group, experience and young mix. And I think we're going to have our plans, and it's all about executing those plans against the big players.
So what comes in your head when you just heard the name of the Chris Gayle, Jonas Smith or Hasim Amla?
Yeah, I mean they're going to be very challenging, especially for our young players. There's a lot to learn from them, how to handle the pressure against them. And T20 cricket is something that you can get hit, or you can, as a bowler, you can be very expensive. But then the game is such a way that you need one ball to come back. So I think as young players, they need to learn that, and I think we're going to be on with any team. We're going to be par because we have the big players as well.
So how important is franchise cricket league in Nepal, and how does it help to the players, to the CAN or to the officials?
I think the franchise cricket is is basically running the world in every country. Every country who's performing at the best has the best Premier Leagues, and when you talk about the associate cricket, I think Everest Premier League is up there with any other associate level Premier League. So I think every year I see that they are developing, and this year is going to be a kind of a blast with all these big names. So even when before I came here, a lot of players and player agents asking about the tournament, and they want to be part of it. So that's going to be a big tournament this time.
In Nepal, there are 3 major franchise league. So in other countries there will be just one big Premier League. So what do you think about these three Premier Leagues? It is productive for the Nepali cricket or not?
I think at the moment Nepal has a lot of talent, but they don't have enough cricket in the country. And one of the things that I've been proposing, even like when I was here before, I was looking to have longer domestic tournaments, so that the national players, when they get dropped, they can go and play in those tournaments, and the newcomers can come and show their talent in those tournaments. So since that, even after today, since that they don't have those tournaments, I think at least 2 or 3 Premier Leagues will help, so that the players will get a bit extra financially, as well as like they get the opportunity to play more cricket.
Okay, so do you think Nepal is just focusing to the T20 crickets? We are not focusing on the longer version. And being a ODI country, what should exactly we do to develop the Nepali cricket?
I think like when you talk about the commercial side of the game, T20 is leading. But if you want to develop the game, you need to play the longer version. I'm not only talking about the 50 over. I think I'm talking about even the days cricket. Like longer version is very important, and among those associate crickets, I think Nepal is one place that you can easily organize like a good structure with days cricket, 50 overs and T20. So basically you can have a good 6-7 months of cricket domestically, so that we will produce a lot of cricketers. So that opportunity is there. I don't think Nepal has really acquired that yet, but hopefully it will happen soon.
Okay, so let's come back to the EPL and the Bhairava Gladiators. So why you choose the Bhairava Gladiators and how this deal happened?
I actually didn't choose. They are the only one who offered me, and I was happy to take the job. I know some other teams contacted me earlier, yes, but that time I was part of USA cricket, so I couldn't come. And now, as soon as I stepped down from USA, I think Bhairava contacted me, and they took their opportunity. So I'm glad that I'm here.
So you say okay for the first time, or you just think about this job?
Yeah, no, I was not, even when they contacted me first time last year, I was not sure what to do, because I never know if I get another job, I might go there. But I waited till the end of the year, and then when I look at my schedule, I know that I'm not going to do much until end of March and April. So it's an opportunity for me then.
Okay, so let's talk about your team, Bhairava Gladiators. How is your team?
I would say it's greatly balanced. Dwayne Smith is leading the batting, and of course Sarad is one of the best batters in Nepal, so he's up there. And then 2 other foreign players like Jeevan Mendis and Milinda Sirivardhana. They are good batting spin all-rounders. Both are left-handers, and one is Jeevan Mendis is a right-arm leg spinner, and Milinda is a left-arm spinner. So, and with that we got Bilal Khan from Oman. So he's a left-arm fast bowler. So I would say all 4 cricketers are very useful for these Nepali conditions. And from there, when you talk about the 5 national players, Nepali 5 national players that we have, Saraf of course, leading in the front, he's one of the top batters, and from there Arif, Malla, they've been performing at the national level, so they're going to be very useful for us. Avinash he's coming up as a youngster for the national team. I think one area that I'm a bit worried is that our fast bowling department. So I would really like to see whether I can work with Avinash to get up to that standard. And of course, from the other side of it, we have players like Pradeep Pyri, very experienced. He's been the national setup for a long period. And Bhuvan, and then Krishna Kaki. They all have very seasoned players for Nepal. So and I want to get the best out of them. And one is that we want to win the tournament. The other thing is that I want Nepal cricket to gain from this tournament. So all these young players who are playing, I want them to learn a lot from these foreign players and the system.
So you missed any big name in your team or not? Or you are happy with your foreign players?
No, I'm happy. I'm happy. I know that some other teams has like 2-3 big players, but when I look at the conditions, Nepal conditions, I think we have the right combination.
So isn't it late to just take over the team when the other teams are taking the big names? Is it a little bit late to take over the team or not?
No, I think I'm happy how things already all have happened, and one good thing is like all these players are committed for the full season for us, so all of them will be there till the end of the till the last day. So so that way I think we will have different combinations, because only 3 can play out of 4. Okay. So we're going to rotate them according to the conditions. Yeah, I'm happy about it.
No, you're happy about it, I know it, but isn't it late to take over a team? Especially other teams are taking the big names, so it is a little bit late to take over the team as a coach. Do you have the enough time to just coach the team or to lead the team?
I mean, Premier Leagues are kind of different, where no, everywhere in the world, like these Premier Leagues, the coaches and the players are coming into the tournament rather than having long training sessions. So I'm here for 2 weeks before, but yeah, if I had more time, that would have been lovely. But few of the issues that we had was like Nepal national team was touring in the last month, and so most of the players were not available. But I'm pretty clear what I need to do in these 2 weeks to get the best out of this group for this tournament.
So why is it so that the franchise cricket is often dominated by foreign players?
I think all these Premier Leagues are like more than the runs and the wickets. It's been kind of a show. Everybody wants to watch these big names, and I think Nepal fans are going to witness live if they come to the Kirtipur ground to watch these big names. So it's cricket, yes. Like we want to improve the cricket, but mainly it's about the show and want to see these big players playing in front of your home crowd. So T20 has taken into a different route, like more like into the commercial side of it. So when you have big names, people follow, TV stations follows, media follows. So I think it's all good for Nepal cricket.
So it is commercially, in your opinion, it is good, but to develop or for the product. So let's say about the productive in a productive way, then it will good or bad. What you say?
No, it's good. I think it's all about one is that we want to attract the sponsors and the media, and the other thing is like I think there's a lot for the young Nepali players to learn from them, and one of the things that India cricket is in this level because of the IPL. All these local players had the opportunity to work with their top coaches, and to be with the same dressing room, share the same dressing room with the big names, and they witness how they prepare themselves into the game. So I think it started happening in Nepal, so it's great.
So now I have some queries about the national cricket team. So are you following Nepali national cricket team or Nepal cricket?
Yeah, I'm every day. Doesn't matter from Canadian time. Most of the time it's midnight or early morning, but I don't miss any games, live games. I watch, and even the ball by ball I follow. I mean, all the teams that I coach, Canada, Nepal, USA, every game I follow.
So why you are following? Because I saw lots of posts in your social sites. You are following every bit of Nepali cricket. What attracts you the most?
No, I wanted for them to do well, and since that I know these teams like inside out, I want to see how they play and how they perform. So and I enjoy by following teams plus the individuals as well. So.
Likewise, you said you know the Nepali crickets very well inside and out. So this time, why Nepali cricket is going downwards?
It's hard for me to say from outside, but I think Nepal, this group of players are very talented, but when you see the bigger picture in the world cricket, there are some different direction. Like about a year ago, ICC changed the rule. Like if any player live 3 years, more than 3 years in a country, he is eligible to play. So most of the Middle East countries plus USA, Canada, even like the other some Asian countries like Hong Kong, when former cricketers comes to and live there, they are eligible to play after 3 years. So every year they are getting stronger. Where the Nepal is like Nepal team is all from Nepal, which is good. I'm not saying that. Like I think it's a good thing. But when you talk about the talent, Nepal is up there with like any other country with the talent. But then we need to find a way to mature these young players to get ready to that level. So I think we are slow on that. I see that's one of the main reasons that like if you talk about like Dipendra Airi, Malla, Arif, like all these young talent, they're super talent. They're equal to any top players in associate cricket, but they need to play more cricket at the highest level. So that opportunity is not there. So I mean, Paras and Ganendra is the best two batters. Sarad is up there with that batting, but what we have done to develop some other youngsters into that level, I don't know because I wasn't here, but youngsters need to work hard to get up there.
So when you left this job, we are a little bit weak in batting, and this time also we are just watching our cricket. Then we are also, there is lots of lacking in our batting. So what do you think that we are missing there at batting?
Like I said, the talent-wise, there's there's nothing short. It's just the maturity at that level. Even the batting, I see there's a lot of starts like 10, 15, 20 runs, but very rarely I see somebody getting a big 50 or 100. Paras is very consistent. He's been scoring like from the day that I know him. Yeah. He's been scoring. We need a couple of guys like Paras in the batting order, and Nepal needs to find a way to develop these youngsters into that level.
Okay, so you went to the USA and you handled USA team and you brought success also. So what is the difference that to handle the Nepali team and the other teams? What is the difference between to handle the other teams or Nepali team?
For me, it's day and night different for me from Nepal to USA. When I went to USA, it's the USA team. There was basically a team. I had to put everything from zero together. And one biggest challenge that I have is like some players are from Caribbean, some players from India, some players from
other countries.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
So it's a different culture, and I was trying to build up a platform to represent USA. So the languages are different. The way that they have learned the game has been different. So it was a challenge. It took me more than a year to get. I mean, we found the best talent around the country, and then from there we are trying to develop a culture within the USA cricketing firm surrounding, and I think I'm happy to say that I think I was successful to get up there, and right now it's a good team. But I don't know after I left how things went there.
Okay, so earlier you said that Nepal is your second home, and we know very well that you have a soft corner for Nepali cricket and for Nepal. I already mentioned that I saw many tweets, the status. So what do you miss the most in Nepali cricket when you left our country?
I think like I was saying this even when I was here, like any coach will love to handle Nepal team because the players are very down to earth and want to learn, and the support is there in the country, and so if you are organized as a coach and if you know what you are doing, it's a great place to be here. And for the 4 years that I was here, like I sink into the national team with the culture and everything, and I think I went beyond the team by being to get close to the fans and the whole cricketing fraternity. So yeah, that's going to be there forever.
Okay, so we all know that the Nepal Cricket Can is partially lifted now. It's a new board. So would you like to talk to the Cans for again, the national cricket coach of Nepal? Would you like to talk, or if Nepal just propose you to be a coach of Nepal again, then what will yours take?
I'm always happy to help Nepal, and at the moment, the next few days, my focus is going to be with the EPL tournament. But if anyone thinks that if I can contribute to Nepal, I'm happy to open up. But at the moment, I haven't think anything. But
If they will ask.
yeah, if Nepal can, and the players think that if they still if I can contribute, I'm happy to think about it.
So I think the Nepalese all cricket fraternity is also happy to be back. The coach like you just take us to the World Cup, and you gave lots of this success in Nepali cricket. Let's hope that you will come back again. So we are talking about the cricket, and if we will not talk about the Sandeep Lamichhane, the global star, then I think this conversation will not complete. So what you want to say about the Sandeep Lamichhane, who is performing the best cricket in his career? So what do you want to say about Sandeep Lamichhane?
I think Sandeep, I'm glad that how Sandeep went on, and when I saw him in 2015, I would say, yeah, around 2015, he was a great talent, but at the same time, there's a lot of credit for him as a young player. When you are 14 years, when you are going into playing big cricket, it's not easy to manage. So I think he has done really well to be in that system, and I think he has played the best cricket in everywhere in the world now, and he has a lot of reputation. And I think every time whenever I met him or spoke to him over the phone, he has a lot of heart for the Nepal. He wants to see Nepal cricket growing, and he wants to contribute. So I think when I think about Sandeep at this age, I can recall Paras also in the same shoes, like 10 years ago. If you want to become a top performer, if you want to become a great cricketer, you need to be a bit of arrogant, and sometimes people may not like it. But if you have that arrogancy, that's where you start believing yourself, and you are ready to battle with anyone. So I think Sandeep has that. He just had to divert into the right direction. So somebody needs to guide him into the right direction. But I think he's going to offer a lot to Nepal cricket in the future.
So right now, many fans of yours who are watching this, so you want to say anything to your fans, especially to the Nepalese fan?
I'm really glad to be here, and looking forward for the next 4 weeks, and I'm excited a bit, going to Bhairava tomorrow, and we are doing that talent search, and every time earlier when I travel around the country, I have seen many talents. So looking forward to find few for Nepal, and just want to thank especially the fans who were supporting me throughout my tenure here, and plus all the way even up to today. And I'm really looking forward to see them on the ground if they can come and watch us and cheer us during this EPL.
Okay. So lastly, if you want to say anything to the Nepali cricket, to the players, to the CAN or to the fans, you can say.
No, I mean, I think I covered a bit basically everything, but for me, I think Nepal is the next full member country. When you see the associate, Nepal is up there. But when you do the right thing, you can reach up. So Nepal has 2.5 years to achieve that goal with the ODI status. And I think the talent that Nepal has, sky is the limit for them.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. It's a pleasure talking with you. Wish you all the best for the Bhairava Gladiators.
Thank you very much.
We were in conversation with former national cricket coach Pubudu Dassanayake. We talked about upcoming Everest Premier League, Nepal cricket team and players. We wish him all the best for his new job as a Bhairava Gladiators, and we hope he will have a stay pleasure in Nepal. Thank you for watching us. Stay tuned. Every news cover. Namaste.